Hello, everyone. We are live here at the Learning A to Z booth, getting ready to do our live demo of Science A to Z. Hope you're here to join us today. Just by participating and watching our 10-minute live demo, you can get entered into a raffle to win a one-year license to any one of Learning A to Z's products. To get entered into our raffle, all you have to do is either scan the QR, type in that bit.ly link that we're showing on the screen, and enter the form, and then be here at the end of our demo when we do our must be present to win. So we'll be getting started with our demo in just about 3 minutes, but wanted to give you time to get entered into that raffle while you wait for the demo. We are live right now, so if you're in our booth checking us out, go ahead and chat us at the chat Learning A to Z and just say, hey, I'm here. We have reps standing by to interact with you. Is only one way. You can see and hear me, but I can't see and hear you. Our reps can interact with you through the chat right in our FETC virtual booth today. So go ahead and enter yourself into a raffle, get ready, and while you wait for a live demo, chat up our reps. They're waiting, they're hanging out. They want to talk to you. Let us know you're here. All right, everyone, if you're just joining us now, we've got just another minute before we get started with our 10-minute live demo of Science A to Z. We're so excited that you're virtual booth with us. Couple of things to do while you're waiting. Get yourself entered into that raffle. At the end of our demo, we will raffle a one-year license to any one of Learning A to Z's products. All you have to do to enter is bit.ly link into your browser and fill out the form that way, or scan the QR code with your phone or device, and it'll take you right to the raffle form page there. Once we complete our 10-minute demo at 12:10, we will do the raffle, and you must be live in our booth to win it. So at that point, we want to make sure you're still here. If you're here with us waiting for us to start, just go ahead and connect with Learning A to Z. Use that chat on the right side of the virtual booth to say hello. Our reps are here and can interact back and forth with you. At any point during our live demo, if you have a question, something you'd like to see, chat it right into that booth, and the reps will get a hold of me and ask me to stop and demo that specific thing for you. It's 12 o'clock. We're going to dive right into Science A to Z. Science A to Z is a Learning A to Z product. It's a digital science curriculum and resource for teachers and students. The benefit that teachers and students can access Science A to Z and Kids A to Z anytime, anywhere, 24/7. Everything you need for teaching science in a virtual or brick and mortar situation is right here for you. Just quickly diving into this. I know I want to focus on force and motion. I can quickly type in force, and I will be able to see a ton of resources that Science A to Z has available for me as the teacher to teach the concept of force. There are 656 results. Now I can continue to narrow those results by clicking specifically into domains or bodies of knowledge. I can find a unit that's been created by grade band, or I can look for a specific type of resource like a book or a hands-on process activity. But this might seem a little overwhelming for you if you've not been in Science A to Z yet. So let's back it up a step. If we come into our resources area, all of our resources are divided into drawers and organized for you to access so quickly and easily. First, I'm going to jump down here to our resource types. In science and literacy, you're going to find areas that all of the resources together. So if you know you're looking for a unit nonfiction book, which by the way is kind of like a science textbook on a specific topic, then you can come right here and go to that page and find the book you want. If you know you want a quick read, something that's a one-pager, that you want to get to your kids, you can go to all the quick reads and find the one you want. Now, anything related specifically to literacy will be found here. If I come down to my activities section, this is where I'm going to find other science resources, things like hands-on activities, science experiment ideas, project-based learning packs, videos on science, interactive science lessons I can assign to the kids. So really quickly and easily, if you know the kind of resource, the type of resource you're looking for, you can locate it right here in resource types. So let's just go in and quickly look at our unit nonfiction books. When I go to that landing page as the teacher now, this is all for the teacher right now. Now I'm going to look, I can find something within a specific grade band, and I can even narrow it down. So if we're looking for, we'll probably be looking for physical science. Here we go. All of the things. Here's a force in motion book for me. And I can go right to that resource and dive into that resource. If I want to know more about these things as a teacher, I can get some more information right here to help me as the teacher learn more about how to teach science using these resources. Also, by the way, if you're looking for resources in Spanish, we've got them, and I'm going to show those to you in a minute. Now, another way that you can locate resources is simply by finding an instructional unit. We've already taken a ton of resources and created units for you. So we're going to dive in right now to the Earth and Space, and we'll go to the Earth, Moon, and Sun unit. The thing to remember is that these are generalized units. So you may need to look at a different grade band to find resources to support your state standards. For example, this Earth, Moon, and Sun unit is in our K2 band, but a lot of this content is applicable to grade 4 for Florida science standards. So as you're looking in Science A to Z, check across grade bands and then think about how to use those resources. So here's a whole unit on Earth, Moon, and Sun. And at the very top, you're going to see the unit guide and resources for teachers to help you. We also give you some roadmaps. We tell you different ways to utilize and organize these resources. Maybe you want your students to read about the science and then do something with it later. In that case, you would do it in this order. Maybe, like me, you want to do it first and then have them read about it. So you could organize them in this order. Lots of different resources for teachers to support you. Now, what I do want to make sure I point out to you are the different variety of the ways that you and students can access resources here. You're going to note that our resources are available as printable PDFs, so you can print books and resources for your students. Projectable, so you can pull this up right on your screen, whether you're doing virtual and you're sharing your screen in a meeting, or you're in a classroom and you're projecting onto a board. You can have this up for every student to be looking at it and doing a shared reading activity with you. Now, while you're doing that, you don't need an interactive whiteboard to use our annotation tools. They're built into Science A to Z. So you can grab that highlighter and you can highlight. You can grab a stamp and put a stamp on information, and you can even take notes with the text box. And the other way that you can utilize our resources is by assigning them out to students so that students can access these resources digitally. And this is amazing for small group, whole group, or independent practice. Notice I just click this assign button, and I can choose to assign this text out to my students, all students, a group of students, or just individual students. There's the option for them to hear the text being read aloud, to read the text, and to take a digital comprehension quiz. Now I can assign digitally out for each individual resource, or I can choose to assign the entire unit, and all of the assignable resources would be assigned out as a unit for my students. As I scroll through, you can see that we have focus books, which take the science to the real world. We have science debates and science fair and project activities. We have debates, and we have those science videos and interactivities, which would allow a student to digitally watch a video or work in an interactivity independently. Our process activities are going to be that kitchen sink science that will be hands-on science activities students can do in their homes. And that project-based learning pack is going to allow you to work with those students in those science activities. Now, again, notice resources are available in Spanish as well. Let's take a pop over and see what this looks like when you've assigned it out to a student. I'll log out and I'll go to Kids A to Z, which is where our students log in. It's super easy. They will see your roster, click their name and enter their password, and then they'll be brought to the student portal. This is the primary portal. We also have an intermediate portal. It looks a little more grown up for our grades 3 through 5 students. Our science area, I'll tap into my assignments, and you can see here the teacher assigned me this entire unit of Earth, Moon, and Sun. I have all of these resources at my disposal now that I can read. Here's a unit nonfiction book. Here's the listen feature and the read feature. Notice in the read feature, the student also has annotation tools, and everything a student does in here will be recorded for the teacher to see and hear. So they click the microphone and record themselves reading aloud, and the teacher will hear it. They can also open their drawing tools and have those same annotation tools like the teacher had earlier. So while modeling for students, students can also be working independently. There's a sticky note that they can add, and there's a journal where they can record their own vocabulary and reflections and thoughts, taking it to writing. All of this recorded and turned back in for the teacher to see. As we come back out, you'll see that there are also those interactive activities where students will be able to watch some lessons and then interact back with those lessons, as well as some passages for students to be able to read through. And there will be videos for students to watch. And every video comes with discussion questions that you could also send out to the students to work in. Now, if Science A to Z and Vocabulary A to Z, which is another one of our products, they work together. So in this instance, I was also able to assign out digital vocabulary activities. So all of those science terms related to Earth, Moon, and Sun, those high-level vocabulary words, students can now practice the vocabulary definitions, the spelling, and phonics skills using those science Tier 2 and Tier 3 words. The other thing to point out as a teacher is that every one of our texts comes with an ELA lesson plan for you. So whether teaching science or English language arts or combining them together, we've got you covered with Science A to Z for your science literacy needs. Okay, thank you so much for being with us, everyone, for our demo today. We will be pulling our raffle, and we will contact you if you are the winner of our raffle today. If you are interested in a free trial, please go ahead and scan this QR code or enter that URL to get to our special FETC 90-day trial page. This is different from our regular trial page, so make sure you use this URL. And if you are interested in hearing more about any of, please chat into our virtual booth, and one of our reps will be happy to get back in touch with you. Thank you so much for being with us today in our live demo. And at 4 p.m., we'll be demoing Raz Plus, so stop back for that. Have a great day at FETC, everyone.